Hi, my name is Sam Levy. I'm a cinematographer. I've shot films like Lady Bird, Frances Ha, Wendy and Lucy, Rothaniel for Bo Burnham. And this year I have She Came to Me at CAMERIMAGE 2023.
Stephen Lodin, how's the new opera coming along?
Good, great,
Yes.
great.
We had discussed seeing a first draft of the score in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Is that still all right?
I'm suffering from a temporary blockage at the moment. I bet every one of these people has a story for an opera in them, Levi.
The movie's written and directed by the great Rebecca Miller, and I'd worked with Rebecca once before. We're always looking to work together again, and this was the next script Rebecca wrote. So with this story, it's the story of an opera composer who Peter Dinklage plays, who's married to a psychologist played by Anne Hathaway, and then Marissa Tomei plays a tugboat captain who kind of enters their lives and throws everything out of whack. Rebecca and I would talk about this a lot, that we really have to get these operas right. They really have to be great because it's kind of at the center. But we just wanted it to be engaging and fun and lively, the way a great opera would be when you go to the Met. We actually we worked with a great lighting designer named Lap Chi Chu, who does primarily theater, but he's done quite a bit of opera, and he's become a good friend. And so we brought him on to design the lighting of the opera pieces. We had a short window to load into the opera house and do our tech or pre-lighting, pre-rigging. And while all that stuff was happening, we had to be elsewhere in the house shooting scenes. So I needed someone who does that kind of work every day. And it's really fun to integrate a theatrical set piece into a movie. And one of the technical themes that was important in this film was that we shot in 2 different aspect ratios. For the opera sequences, we shot at widescreen, 2:3:9. And for the tugboat sequences, where you're with Marissa Tomei, we shot in Academy 1:3:7. What I settled on was we wanted to use spherical lenses. I just wanted to find the simplest approach possible and just kind of strip things down. And I'd really been interested to try the Tribe 7 Blackwing primes. That is what we ended up using. The S tuning, which is kind of like a medium in terms of its flare capabilities. They're great. They're very soft and round. I didn't think you could particularly tell that we were using the Tribe 7s, which have a very distinctive look, and they just kind of presented themselves as being a nice tool for this film, and we used the Alexa Mini LF camera, the bigger sensor. Really, when it comes down to it, I didn't want to use anything too complicated or too many tricks. The work was very intricate, especially with the operas, and just needing to be in very compact spaces on the tugboat, photographing the operas and needing them to be vast and ornate and theatrical and have lush color, like these kind of butterscotch ambers and very cherry red, which Rebecca would call cerise. There's one scene where Anne Hathaway has a spiritual awakening. It's expressed through light, which is written into the script. What happens is she's in a room and she's regarding, light coming through a window at sunset, and it's kind of sunlight that's being pushed through tree branches, and the tree branches are kind of blowing in the wind. She has like a very deep spiritual connection and epiphany. It's kind of like a cinematographer's dream to express something emotional about a character through light with no dialogue. Not to make it beautiful, but to make it convincing that what you are seeing actually would evoke this spiritual epiphany in a very serious character. There's some things I've worked on that will come out soon, hopefully. And I'm just waiting for a few things I was hoping to start before the strike to just come back together, and that's what I have.
Just admit that I had a magic effect on you.
My imagination came up with the story. My talent wrote the music. I mean, you don't kill men and eat them, do you?
Well, I haven't yet. You know I can't resist a romantic story.